Hi everyone, it's me Ben and welcome to Entertainment Zone. It really is great to be back. I've finished my second year of university and I'm home for 6 month summer holidays, but at the moment it's only Easter. So I took my little sister, aged 6, to see 2 movies this Easter, and now I'll be reviewing both of them in this one video. So prepare for this 2-in-1 as we review Hop and Rio. Hi everyone, it's me Ben Almaiden and welcome to Entertainment Zone. As I said, very great to be back, and today we're here to discuss Hop and Rio, 2 kids films that are both doing quite well this Easter, and I'm here to share my thoughts on them. Now, as I said, I took my little 6-year-old sister to see these movies and we both enjoyed both movies. However, one movie did do it more for us than the other, and for us it was Hop. So let's start with Hop. Hop was a very funny film. I have to say, I did find myself laughing out loud, and so did my little sister. It just had good humour, and I think there's a little something for everyone there, and it's just a light-spirited, fun movie. And I do think, as I said, there's something for everyone in that film, and it was just a nice light story. And I think the critics are being too harsh on this. They're saying, oh, it's a poor movie, or why do we need this movie? But you know what, why we need this movie? Because kids are growing up fast, and they should have a little bit of light-hearted fun like this. We've got the Santa Claus and Jack Frost for Christmas, so why not have an Easter movie too? And I think Hop just gets Easter spot on. Yes, it doesn't deal with the meaning of Easter, with the crucifixion and resurrection of Christ, but the tale of the Easter Bunny comes to life in Hop. And the cast are pretty awesome in it, namely Russell Brand as E.B., the future Easter Bunny, and James Marsden as Fred. Now, James Marsden, I thought did a good job. He's, for me, a much stronger actor in kids movies like Hop and Enchanted, rather than when he's playing more serious roles such as Cyclops in X-Men. And Russell Brand was great too. Look out for a cameo by Brand in human form in the film too. But he just really was a great casting decision, to play the cheeky chappy that is E.B., as I said, future heir to becoming the Easter Bunny. And his father, the Easter Bunny, was played by Hugh Laurie, and he was just as great as always. It mixes CGI and live action well, and as I said, it's just a fun movie. And I was there and there was kids there with their parents, or older siblings like me and my little sister, and everyone was having a good laugh, and it was just a fun movie. And we've got other guests in it, like David Hasselhoff, for example. He appears in the movie. A great scene with him, and it just has a real feel-good factor about it. It's just a good, fun movie. It's not really dark. It's a feel-good movie, and it has that message, believe that you can do anything, you can be the person that you want to be. And I think that's a good message for kids. So the kids will definitely 100% guarantee enjoy this movie, and you might find that if you're an older one, you might enjoy it too. I certainly did, and my sister did, and whilst we found Rio a good movie too, we definitely both preferred Hop, and I can definitely understand why Hop's doing really well at the box office. So don't let critics sway you on Hop. It's a good movie. If you're bored over the Easter holidays and you want to take the kids out and do something, then I thoroughly recommend checking out Hop. Okay, so let's move on to Rio. Now, the first thing I want to say about Rio is it has a surprisingly famous cast. I didn't know much about Rio going into it. I'm not going to lie, I only saw the trailer a couple of hours before we went off to see it. and I just didn't realise it had all these big names in. The film stars Jesse Eisenberg as Blue, the main character in the film. Blue is Blue Macaw, and he's the last male of his kind. And you know, his owner decides to take him to Rio de Janeiro, hence the name Rio, to try and get him to breed with the only female of Blue Macaw of their kind, Jewel, who is played by Anne Hathaway. So two big names there already. So that was kind of, you know, it was good. I didn't know how big the cast were. And then we had other well-known names in it. Rodrigo Santoro, who I know from Lost. You know, he played Paolo in Lost. Jamie Foxx is in the movie. Will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas. And Jane Lynch as well. Jane Lynch was in the movie, who I'm sure most people know from Glee, though I'm not a big Glee fan myself. Anyway, so it was a pretty good cast, and everyone was well suited to their roles. The film, you know, my little sister found it a bit sad in times, but it's not a bad thing for a movie. But you know, it was light-hearted fun. It didn't dwell on darkness or sad times too much, and you know, it was a very bright, colourful movie, and you know, had, you know, funny moments in. Though I would say that of the two films, Hop was a lot more funnier than Rio. Rio was funny, but it was still kind of serious as well. And you know, it's the tale of these two birds, and they get kidnapped, and then they break free, and then, you know, Blue wants to get home to his owner, who's out looking for him, and you know, Jewel's owner is looking for Jewel. So it was an interesting storyline, and you know, they meet many different characters along the way, and these characters are definitely quite a funny bunch. You know, we've got Raphael. He is, you know, kind of becomes like a best friend to Blue as he travels. He's played by George Lopez, and you know, we've got Jamie Foxx and Will.i.am as Nico and Pedro, two other birds who are there with Blue, and you know, they're kind of helping him try to woo Jewel and spice up their romance, because Blue and Jewel really don't hit it off at first, so they both need a nudge in the right direction. And you know, there's other, you know, great characters too, like Louise the dog. We thought he was quite funny, so be sure to look out for him. He was pretty cool. And Nigel, the villain in it, he was a really bad guy. I mean, not as in bad as in poor, as in he was evil, you know. And you know, he has a musical number near the beginning of the film, which just reminded me of Scar from The Lion King. That really reminded me of his number from The Lion King. He was just a great villain, and you know, he was deranged. He was a pretty evil guy, but you know, this is a kids' film, so without giving anything away, you know, always look on the bright side. The film, you know, as I did say, it did have some light moments and some dark moments, but the dark moments weren't there for too long. It was a good, fun film, and it was a nice film. It was a nice film, but in terms of comedy, there were quite a few funny bits in it, but Hop was much funnier. I think, yeah, that Hop is definitely, if you could only choose one to go and see, it would be Hop that I recommend, but check out both. Oh, and whilst I remember as well, let's talk about the 3D of Rio. We saw Hop in 2D, I don't know if it's showing in 3D, I'm not sure if it is, but as for Rio, it was a bit of a disappointment, the 3D, for me and my sister anyway. It added some depth to it, which was good, and like the titles at the beginning came out, you know, they were in 3D, but I felt that the 3D here was a bit of a missed opportunity, you know, and You know, we've got a story with birds, you know, they're in Rio de Janeiro. I thought we could have had a bit more. Yes, I know we don't want 3D to be gimmicky anymore. We don't want too much. But I think, you know, when you've got a story with birds, you had a how do I put this? You had a golden opportunity um, to use 3D in a way that it can come out at you, but it's not gimmicky for the sake of being gimmicky. You know, it's birds. But hey, so yeah, I definitely think Rio would still look good because it visually is visually appealing. Rio is great. It's bright, colourful kids movie. But I don't think the 3D enhances it too much, to be honest. I think it would be just as enjoyable in 2D. So, two good films there. But as I said, if I had to choose one, it'd be Hop. I do recommend them both. If you're fed up, just want a good, feel-good film to see, then check them out and take the kids to see them because the kids really will love them. So be sure to leave a comment if you've seen the films. Let me know what you thought. And you know, to make sure you never miss an edition of Entertainment Zone, be sure to subscribe, and a big thank you to everyone who does subscribe. It's great to be back, and I will be off very soon to see Scream for its opening day here in the UK. I'll be off to see it very soon, so be sure to stay tuned for my review of that. Okay, take care guys, and I'll see you soon.